Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to talk about something really interesting. So I've been thinking about it for a while about this video. Today here I am doing this video. So today's video, as you've seen in the title below, is going to be about dreams and nightmares. So here in this video I'm going to discuss about some ideal things about dreams and nightmares, about my dreams and nightmares. If you want to hear about it. And so this is going to be an interesting video. Watch this till the end and do smack the like button. Also subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. So let's get started with this video right now. I'm very much excited. So let us first talk about dreams at first. So when we talk about dreams, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like when we talk about having dreams, the first thing that comes to our mind is that we have lovely dreams, and those dreams are super amazing. I have experienced this thing that during dreams, the things that we really want, that are desired, that's what we see most of the time in our dreams. So I'm going to talk about one thing. So it happened with me one time that I was dreaming, of course, and that I remember it very much faintly. It happened a month ago, I think. I was just like dreaming, as I told you, and I was in my home. Suddenly I went to a different world, so technically it was like a world, and then when I opened my eyes, I saw that I was like standing in a place full of paparazzi and photographers, various celebrities, and I saw myself standing on a red carpet. So I thought, what's going on? Why am I standing on the red carpet? Then I realized that I was actually a photographer in my dream. So I was holding a camera. I had a camera in here and an ID card. So I was a paparazzi, and then I saw Taylor Swift. It has been my ultimate wish, my dream all the time to go and to meet with T Swift. So in my dream that really happened, I met T Swift in there. So I saw her coming. So as I was a paparazzi in my dream, I just started taking some pictures of her in interviews, and she took a picture with me. So that was a very strange dream, but suddenly the dream just stopped. I don't know why. Maybe it was morning, because I heard my mom's voice calling me. So that's why the dream stopped, but that's one dream I really had. It was so awesome. Another dream that I have once was that it was the night before my annual results of my school would come out. So it's the day before that I was having this dream during the afternoon. So I've heard that afternoon dreams sometimes come really true. So I don't know whether it's really true or not, but this dream I'm talking about is really very much true. So what's happened with me is that during the afternoon I was sleeping, then I suddenly had a dream. The dream was that I have gone to a school to collect the report card. We go to school to collect a report card. So I have gone there, and then I was sitting in the classroom very much nervous. So when I'm nervous, one thing happens is that I get all sweaty and all. I sweat very much. I feel so much I don't know, maybe so much irritated at the time. I don't know. So I was sweating. My fingers were a bit shaking, I think. Yeah, so suddenly I was sitting beside a good friend of mine at the very first row, just in front of the teacher. And I was just sitting like this, like my hands kept on the bench like this, and my head was bent down like this. So I was sitting like that, and I was just waiting. Our teacher was calling out the names of the students from the ascending order of the letters. Like she was starting from A, so that way she was calling, and suddenly my name came, and she called my name, and she called and told me to take my report card. At first I didn't look at her face, but when I looked at her, I saw a bit grave face, this serious face. So I went there very much I don't know, maybe very much nervous and all, and I saw all the students looking at me. So I went and took my report card. But unfortunately, I don't know why it happens with me, but at the time my dream just stopped in that place. Not that place actually. I was just about to see my result in the report card. Actually, I couldn't see the grade in my report card, but my dream stopped just at the point when my teacher said congratulations. But I couldn't see the grade. The rank that I scored in my report card, I couldn't see that. So that's where my dream stopped. Now the next day, when my results actually came out, I went to school, and exactly, you won't believe it, that exactly the same thing happened back in there. The teacher said, when the teacher called out my name, she said congratulations. She had a serious face at first, but then she said congratulations, and then I saw my rank that I had in my section. I had stood fourth in there, and she said very good. So it was like a miracle, I don't know, but it was so much amazing. So these are some of my favorite dreams. Okay, I think it's time for some nightmares to be talked about. So let's get started with the nightmares. Hope you guys like my dream part at least. Now, so when I start talking about nightmares, first let me tell that what are nightmares. Nightmares are kind of dream where we see something which we fear about, or something which is related to some dark thing, dark negative energy. So that's what we see nightmares about. So I'm here to now talk about a few of my nightmares which I really saw. So first, let me talk about movie nightmare. So actually there is nothing called movie nightmare. I named it movie nightmare. So what happened is that there is a horror movie series which is called A Child's Play. It is based on the story of a doll named Chucky and a boy named Andy. So what happens in there is that there's a serial killer who was killed by police, and then what happened is that serial killer, before dying, he put his soul into one of the dolls, one of Chucky, and Chucky was one of the most famous dolls and children wanted it. So he put his soul in one of the dolls of Chucky. He was actually killed in the Chucky factory where Chucky was actually made, manufactured. So that's where he was killed, and he put his soul in there before dying. So what happened is that I was watching, there are many Child's Play 1, 2, 3, like that. So I was watching Child's Play 2 just before going to sleep at night. So I was alone at room, one light was switched off and a dim light was there. So I was watching Child's Play in there, and it's a very scary movie. Chucky appears out of nowhere. So that's what happened, and then I was watching it, and then my mom said that, come on, let's go to sleep, no more watching these things. And I said, okay mom, let's go to sleep, and I went to sleep. For some time I was sleeping, but then the most horrible thing happened. I suddenly woke up from my sleep. Actually, then I realized that I wasn't sleeping at all. I couldn't sleep at all. I was just, the figure of Chucky was just like roaming around my head. Nothing else was roaming around my head, and everywhere I looked, I only could see Chucky everywhere. But then what happened is that I slowly fell asleep, as if someone was singing a lullaby to me, and that's why I fell asleep. Then I had the worst nightmare ever. I saw a plain white background everywhere. Then I noticed a small doll-like figure. I couldn't understand who it was at first coming to me. So I was asking, who is it? Who are you? And that suddenly I saw a ginger-colored hair, some strap dress, galleys dress, along with a knife which had blood on it. Then I realized it was Chucky. He was coming with his famous knife. In the movies, he always used to roam on with a knife. And in there, his famous quote of Chucky was, "Do you want to play with me?" And at the time I was like horrified, and then he asked me, do you want to play with me? I was like so much shocked. I screamed. I don't know whether I screamed in reality or in the nightmare, but then suddenly woke up and I just like sat up straight. My mom also woke up and she just asked me, what happened, dear? What's wrong with you? So that mom, I had this really nightmare, and she just said, told me that have this water and never ever see these things back in the night. So it's still giving me chills, and even today during the night time I always like keep my eyes shut closed, because like I always have a feeling that there's some kind of negative energy at night. I don't know whether it's real or not. So that's one nightmare. Another, like, I don't know, it's a funny kind of thing. Most of the times I see like my friends and my parents, they are just in my nightmare. I once saw my parents and my friends, they all have changed into zombies, and they have these long wavy arms, this big huge long neck, sharp fingernails, two horns, and they're like running after me. So this is some really amazing nightmares which I really saw. But the most dangerous one, which still right now is also giving me chills, is the Chucky one, and I don't want to remember it at all. I've always tried to forget it, but I have never ever been successful to do so. So thank you so much. This is where I'm going to end the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it. Smack the like button, and I'll meet you guys next day. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and bye.